This entire offseason, we've continued to hear Derrick Henry, Eric DeCosta, and John Harbaugh all say the right things, but there's failed to be action put behind those words. And what we mean with Derrick Henry, he said, hey, I'm playing with the quarterback I've always wanted to play with. I love being a Baltimore Raven. I want to retire a Baltimore Raven. And that's a beautiful thing. But then Eric DeCosta, he let it be known like, hey, yeah, we want to keep Derrick Henry around. We want to sign Derrick Henry to a contract extension. And even right after Eric DeCosta said that in the presser, Derrick Henry posted on his Instagram, he said, let's run it back. And then John Harbaugh even talked about the same thing in multiple press conferences. Like, yeah, we do want to keep Derrick Henry around. We have had talks about extending Derrick Henry's contract, but we haven't got any notification that the Baltimore Ravens and Derrick Henry agreed to a contract extension. Now, you could be thinking, well, the Baltimore Ravens, they already got Derrick Henry signed. Well, they technically do, but it's for very, very cheap. And you know, like, cheap labor, it ain't going to cut it, especially with a veteran player that's been in this game for a very long time and a veteran player that really doesn't have much, if any, guaranteed money left on his deal. This is something that needs to get done ASAP. Let's talk about it. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on and leave a like on the video. So with the Baltimore Ravens, again, they've been exchanging public pleasantries with Derrick Henry. Say, oh, we love him. Derrick Henry's letting me know like, hey, I love them back. But there hasn't been any deal put in place yet. But why would it be so important for a deal to happen now rather than later? Because the season don't start until September. We only at the beginning of April, so we got like 5 months left. So what would be the importance of a deal needing to happen now rather than later on? Well, if you can get this done now, it would be better to knock it out before that price goes up anymore. But even more importantly than the price, with Derrick Henry, he's getting paid $6 million right now this year. That's what he's set to get paid for this upcoming season. And you know, we know, the world knows that Derrick Henry is worth a whole lot more than $6 million. And you have some off-season workouts coming up. The off-season program, it got announced last week, and the first day of it is April 21st. So in about 2.5 weeks, wouldn't you want Derrick Henry to be there? I mean, when you think about just the mindset of this team going into this season, you do not want to have a single distraction. We know things happen. We know things come up. But if you can avoid those things as early as you possibly can, then it's better to handle it now rather than later. And one of the biggest reasons why I think it's of the importance and of the essence to get this done ASAP is because you've came out multiple times. Your general manager, your head coach have come out multiple times and said it to the world like, oh, how much you love Derrick Henry, how much you want Derrick Henry to continue to be a Baltimore Raven. Now, if you're going to say that, especially publicly, then you need to back it up publicly as well. And with the offseason programs getting ready to start very, very soon, you don't want to, I don't want to say alienate, but you don't want to make it sound like, oh, yeah, we're doing lip service to the public, but we ain't doing no business behind closed doors. No, you need to take care of this because this is one of your best players. And, yeah, you got him for a dirt cheap price, but he showed you that he was worth well more than that contract that you gave him last year, and he is more than deserving of a raise. So with Baltimore Ravens, see, this is a different situation than somebody like a Kyle Hamilton or Tyler Linderbaum, because obviously those guys are coming to the end of their rookie deals. But the Baltimore Ravens, they got options with them. They could do a 5th-year option with either of them. They could sign them to long-term contract extensions now. They could wait. I mean, the price is going to go up, but so will the salary cap. So they will be fine either way. But with Derrick Henry, this is not the end of his rookie contract. You got Derrick Henry for extremely cheap last year. Extremely cheap. This was a steal if I ever seen one. But Derrick Henry ain't about to let you steal from him no more. And again, with those public, the public quotes, the comments that you made and put it out there to the world, it's like, all right, you told the world that, but okay, so what you gonna do now? Baltimore Ravens? How are you going to back up everything that you said to me and about me, Baltimore Ravens? That's what Derrick Henry's got to be saying to them. And again, a player of his status, you think he's going to play for like no guaranteed money and getting paid $6 million? Nah, not in this day and age, especially somebody over the age of 30 as well. And I mean, even if he was under 30, for what he was able to do and how he plays and the impact that he had on his team, you're going to have to pay him. And this is not the only decision that the Baltimore Ravens have to make. They got a lot of decisions that they got coming up that are really of the essence, and including this Derrick Henry, obviously, but then there's the tight end situation. What's going to happen with that? Now, that's something that doesn't necessarily need to be taken care of right here, right now, because you got all three this year. But then are you going to keep Mark Andrews, or are you going to keep Isaiah? What's going to happen there, and who's going to end up being your tight end of the future? You got a little more time to decide that. But then there's also everything with Justin Tucker. And I know Roger Goodell came out and said, oh, no, we still gathering more information. The NFL still running their investigation. So we'll let you know when we get more information. But that's still to be determined. So Ravens, and we mentioned Tyler Linderbaum, we mentioned Kyle Hamilton. Those are some decisions that the Baltimore Ravens have to make as well. So they got a lot on their plate. But specifically with this Derrick Henry situation, him also being one of the leaders on the team, you want to put even more trust. Like your players, they got a lot of trust in your team. They got a lot of trust in your front office. But give them even more reason to continue to trust your front office. And even players that aren't even on the Ravens right now, they're watching this too. They heard everything that you said about Derrick Henry. So a lot of players could be watching this like, they said this and that about the King. They said that they loved him or what. Oh, he making $6 million, and it's not even guaranteed. Oh, that's how the Ravens, y'all doing like that. Y'all really love him, but y'all not paying. I don't know about that one. So again, so many reasons why the Baltimore Ravens just need to get this thing handled. And in my opinion, it shouldn't even really be difficult. It shouldn't be difficult to get this thing done. Now, he's not going to make what Saquon Barkley's over there making. So he may make a few $1 million under that or whatnot, because Saquon Barkley, I mean, both him and Derrick Henry did that thing. Saquon Barkley went over 2,000 rushing yards. Derrick Henry could have easily got over 2,000 rushing yards. But, I mean, y'all know what happened. But he's still a baller, too. So make it happen, Ravens, because you want to get it knocked out. So you ain't even got to worry about this no more, because you got a million other contracts to take care of, too. So let's put an end to this and get Derrick Henry signed ASAP. I really feel like I haven't seen y'all in a long time, so it feels good to be back to my favorite part of these videos, which is hearing from y'all. Let's get to your questions. First one came from my guy Terry. He said, notice anything? He said, what's up, Ingraven? Hope everything is going well and the fam is doing good. I appreciate you, Terry. He said, I just want to get your opinion on something. I know you said you believe the Ravens are drafting Derrick Harmon, a defensive tackle out of Oregon, but I wanted to show you this. All right, let's see. He said, draft picks by EDC, the first 2 rounds or out our first 2 picks in the draft. He said 2019, first round was Hollywood Brown, third round pick was Jalen Ferguson. They didn't have a second round pick. 2020, first round pick was Patrick Queen, second round pick was J.K. Dobbins. 2021, first round pick was Rashad Bateman, first round pick was Adolph Fairway. 2022, first round pick was Kyle Hamilton, first round pick was Tyler Linderbaum. 2023, first round pick was Zay Flowers, and the third round pick was Trent Simpson because they didn't have a second round pick. 2024, first round pick was Nate Wiggins, second round was Roger Rosengarten. If you didn't notice, EDC's alternate different sides of the ball, or he alternates different sides of the ball each year when it comes to the draft. I know this is a lot to read, so if you read it, thank you. But after noticing this, I think EDC drafts an offensive lineman in the first round, that being Tyler Booker. Okay, so in 2019, first round pick was Hollywood. Then 2020, he went defense, Patrick Queen. Then 2021, first round pick was Rashad Bateman. And then 2022, first round pick was Super Duper Kyle. Then 2023 was offense, Zay Flowers. And then 2024 was defense. I think that's just a crazy coincidence. I like that you pointed that out, though, because I never thought of that. I ain't even see that before. But that's great. I love that. Now, if he does do that, I wouldn't be mad. If you are really upgrading the offense, I ain't going to be mad at all. I will be forever grateful for that because, again, you got somebody's special on this offense. We just talking about Derrick Henry, but yeah, Lamar Jackson, that guy's pretty special. Most special player in the league. So yeah, you can never do enough on the offensive line. Always make it the best that you possibly can. And I would love if the Baltimore Ravens, I would have no problem with that draft pick. I would love if the Ravens, they treated the offensive line like Lamar Jackson wasn't mobile. Like Lamar Jackson couldn't move like that. If they treated the offensive line like, it would be filthy, man. Anyway, he said, I think we can draft an edge or defensive tackle in the second round who can be a day one contributor and is not a project. But what do you think? You think EDC will still draft a defensive tackle in the first round or go a different route? Stay safe and big trust. I love that. But yeah, I still do. I think because he would impact the Baltimore Ravens, boom, like that. And again, the Ravens, they like to do a lot of stuff that people don't see coming. So I still think that's going to be on the way. Next question came from my guy, Self-Taught Gardener. He said, hey, Team Keep It Clean fam, long time subscriber here. Salute to you and the family and the whole Team Keep It Clean fam. Hey, I appreciate you. And yes, you have been around for a long time. I remember it was years ago when, I think like 2 years ago maybe, when you had lost access to one of your accounts, but you end up getting it back a little while later. I remember you from a long time ago, man. So I appreciate you sticking around. He said, it's been a minute since I sent on anything, but I'm always here. Now down to business, LOL. We have needs and not a lot of money. Now there's ways to get some more money. But anyway, he said, I've been looking at the free agents that are available and the one that all Baltimore Ravens could pick up for the price the Ravens are willing to pay. Tell me what you think and if you think these guys would help fill the gaps. And just like Deontay Johnson, I'm out. So he said the needs that we have right now are guard, outside linebacker, inside linebacker, defensive tackle, safety. And he says that's about 18.75 mil with the extra 23 mil. He says, so guard, John Feliciano, he's 33 years old. If the Ravens could get him for 1 year, $2 million. Isaiah Simmons, 27 years old. His previous salary was 5.2 mil, but if the Ravens could get him for 1 year, 4.5 mil. So with these deals that you're saying, they'll probably have they probably do some more void years on those too, just to sort of lower that cap hit and spread it out. Isaiah Simmons, would the Ravens trust him to come in and be the starter though, next to Roquan Smith? Because if he's getting paid 1 year, 4.5 mil, that for a Ravens situation, that would not be no backup money. He would be the starter, alongside Roquan. Anyway, he said outside linebacker Shaq Thompson. He 1 year, 2.75 mil. Shaq Barrett is another option. 1 year, 1.5 mil. A defensive tackle Austin Johnson, 1 year, 3 mil. He said Justin Simmons. There we go. 1 year, 5 mil. The safety. I like that one. And I think he would be a much better fit than Eddie Jackson. Justin Simmons, that was my guy last year. That's who I wanted the Ravens to sign last year as that third safety. They went in another direction. Okay. And it didn't work out. So maybe Ravens, y'all might take some of my ideas. I said Jadeveon Clowney for the longest, and y'all waited, y'all dragged y'all feet on it, y'all took y'all precious time with Jadeveon Clowney. Then you got him. Boy, was a baller. Was one of the best defensive players on the team that year. Boy, he just went crazy with it. He was amazing. So, hey, we talked about DeAndre Hopkins was another one. We talked about him for the longest. Now y'all finally got him, so you're gonna see, Ravens. So hey, sometimes we got some crazy outlandish type of ideas, but other ones we got some firm stuff that'll get y'all right. So anyway, if Justin Simmons, y'all want, let me know. Watch, if y'all do it, it could happen. Anyway, he said some extras will be Asante Samuel Jr. If his previous salary is 1.8 mil, and if we can get it for 1 year, 1.5 mil. Oh, Asante Samuel Jr. I wouldn't be mad at that, especially with Chidobe Awuzie with his recent health or lack thereof. It'd be nice to just have somebody else just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I honestly, too, Tre'Davious White. I wouldn't mind Tre'Davious White being back because I thought Tre'Davious White, when they got him last year for that 7th round, I'm like, oh, Tre'Davious White, okay, but he ended up looking nice, man. So I wouldn't mind if the Ravens brought him back. I think that would be a good move for them. Somebody who knows the defense. Somebody who, he was healthy last year too. And when he had to fill in, he did his thing. And in the game against the Bills, he got pushed off. A clear push, but they call defensive passing. Oh, man, still bad call. But I think he would be a good move. But anyway, he also said DJ Shark. Oh, his previous salary was $3 million. And if we can get him for 1 year, $2.75 million. Oh, so my favorites out of here are Justin Simmons and Asante Samuel Jr. And then also John Feliciano, because you could upgrade that offensive line. Next question came from my guy Meridian. He said, Ingraven, quick question. How would you feel about sending Mark Andrews and our 3rd round pick to Chicago for the 41st pick overall? It's a win-win for both teams. Now, hear me out. Chicago got 39 and 41 from Carolina. If we send them Mark Andrews, they keep a 2nd and add a 3rd round pick and a top-tier tight end. Now, for the Ravens, I ain't worried about what they getting. What will we be getting? But he said, now for the Ravens, I feel like it gives us a chance to address all of our top needs, edge, cornerback, and offensive line within the top 60 players. What are your thoughts on this? That's something right there. Because, yeah, Mark Andrews and our 3rd round pick to Chicago for one of their 2nd round picks. That honestly, that wouldn't be a bad trade in my opinion, because the Baltimore Ravens, I think the highest of getting a 3rd round pick for Mark Andrews for them would be very, very high, especially right now. So if they were to give up a 3rd round pick, they're like, okay, but to get a 2nd round pick back and 41, so the 1st round goes to 32, so that's 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's the 9th pick in the 2nd round. That's almost like a bonus 1st round pick. So that honestly, to me, in my opinion, that would be a great trade.